Hey Deadlifts, I haven't watched this yet. I'm gonna do it live like I did the last one, because it turned out pretty decent. But before I review it, just going over a couple of main things for Diva is the biggest thing for this meta is you have to balance your time either DMing, helping Ryan in fights, and also going after sniper targets like a widow on the flank. So it's like a very delicate balance, but specifically, if you are leaving the Rhine at all times, you need to tell him that you're not with him. That way, that Rhine will know. He needs to be less aggressive. If you're not communicating that, you're gonna lose the fight every time. The other thing is your ult. It's used very specifically, at least how we've been using it, is either A, it counters the Mei ult. So if you do not eat the Mei ult, which you should, but if you do not eat it, you use your bomb to prevent them from cleaning up. Or B, you use it to split the enemy team. So you throw it. You don't really expect any kills with it. You just try to split the team, and then you guys call whatever split you make. So usually one of those two things, and maybe even a third thing, I guess, is if you throw it and are able to get a shatter on the Rhine when he turns around to block it, right? But anyway, I digress. Here, we'll watch the video now.
It's not Ryan. That's all.
Also, this quality's trash. It's not my end, it's your end. So, sorry.
Oh, I got 1%. How they?
They have a May. They're doing good. I think they have a Diva. Alright.
I mean, this is for your Ryan, but if you know they have a May, just be super cautious of like a choke like this, because if that May was good, he would have already been walled. So just if you know they have a May, just be ready for counter wall, etc.
Right side, right side, right side.
Actually, I don't even know what your comp is right now. I see a Reaper. I don't know what your DPS is. I'll find out in a second, I'm sure.
They rotate right.
Ryan. I'm getting frozen.
Diva's frozen.
Okay, so you know they have a May, right? And I know you're going for boops and such, like to move the fight off, right? But I'd be super cautious of boostering into a team with a May, right? Just because I assume you're gonna get frozen right here. You already are, yeah. And that just kind of if they're aggressive enough, they could capitalize off of this immediately. So you really can't be getting. You should be focusing the Ryan Shield like as the number one target, unless someone moves past Ryan Shield, and this shouldn't be happening, right? So even if you do booster into them, I guess it's fine. But like you need to be turning immediately, and it's just a risk that I would have taken right there specifically, because even if you boop them back, what's going to happen? They kite a little bit and they go forward.
Diva's out.
And so then they get a pick on your Reaper.
New target.
Because you're frozen, you couldn't DM them. So now it's even. You're down to DPS, you're up a Rhine. So yeah, I would kind of get less aggressive so that the Rhine can build a shield, because you have the tank advantage.
Man.
We are even.
I'm looking for the.
And see, this should not have happened right here. Like you need to. Where I usually am, like positioning wise, is like almost always behind the Rhine and just far enough for my DM to get maximum value. Like I can't tell it in meters, but like I can show you when you get to that position. Like I'm always behind the Rhine enough for my DM to get maximum value, as how I explain it.
Shield here. I'm getting frozen.
Widow back left.
See that's good. Like you called Widow back left, I would have called specifically Ryan, I'm leaving you, Widow back left, right? And that was kind of too late because he already got a pick. But just because you're calling Widow back left doesn't mean that you're gonna dive her, And so now your Ryan might not know you're diving her.
I need help. I'm swinging.
Your tracking there needs work. She absolutely should be dead by then. The way you really want to go after it, if you have your cooldowns, is you boost her into her, right? Holding right click, right? And then micro missile her at the same time. So that should cut off any heals she's getting from long range. And also, with the micro missiles and the boop, she should be practically dead. But yeah, all that back there, your tracking was off, and you should have gotten that kill, secured it. And she connects you. See, your Ryan's dead. Maybe he didn't know that you weren't there for DM, and he got a little too aggressive. You know.
No ults, no ults.
May. Lucy one.
Focus.
Okay. Also, so maybe the fight might be lost here. I'm not really keeping 100% track because I was focused on you. You hear him very clearly. May, right? Like, you can't be doing your own thing here. I know you want mech back, etc., but your few shots could actually have gotten a pick there and maybe turn the tide. So if your target caller is calling May, like, you drop everything and you look for him. Maybe he should have called where he was, right? But you should be looking for May. But you're like fucking laser focused on this, Lucio. That's probably lost.
There's a shatter. Based on how their main's doing, she's gonna have Blizzard.
Okay, so they just called she had Blizzard, right? So you are now tracking she has Blizzard. You should tell the team, I'm going to save DM for Blizzard. That doesn't mean like you don't ever DM your Rhine, but it means like you are always tracking where the May is, and you should not let her get a good male out, right? Maybe you won't catch it, right? But she should be pressured enough to where she has to throw it in a bad position.
Going to have Diva Bomb.
We're also gonna have Bomb and Blizzard coming up though.
I'm just gonna go on the Widow here.
So yeah, that's what we gotta look out for is
I'm not
look out
with
for
you,
the
I'm coming
Blizzard
back.
Bomb. Go for it.
Play back a bit. Play back.
Widow on castle.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have divin her there because
Still bottom left here.
On you
her
guys
whole
have
team might be. I can't see where the team is though, like the enemy team.
Press
Where is
W,
she?
press W.
You can't really see shit from here.
Stack on me.
I'm on it.
Like your Ryan needs to know that you just did that. You know, maybe it's right in front of him, right? But he might be focused on the cart, and he doesn't know you're doing this. He needs to know. But also, like I said, right? You know May has ult. You need to be tracking where she is at all times. I didn't see May like once on your screen, so you have no fucking clue where she is. And she just got. Well, is that your Blizzard? I apologize, but I mean, regardless.
Blizzard's played further back.
Maze one. Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, you use your bomb to counter mail, but look at your positioning, right? Like, there's no way you're gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna say no way. There's probably no way that you're gonna get remeched after you throw that bomb, right? You're in the fucking back line here. That's why I wasn't sure about that dive in the first place against that Widow, right? So just keep all these things in mind.
Take it around.
You fucking get a double kill. That's cool.
We're completely up.
Moira?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the enemy team. Or you. I'm sorry. You're. I thought this is viewer, so you were red. My bad. I was mixed up. You get my point. Still the same point.
Watch out for Widow. We
Widow back left.
Back up.
What is right?
Alright, we're coming up on Cole, Blossom,
They have walls,
Beats,
careful.
and we got Shatter.
I have
Watch
call
for
for this
watch
next
for the
fight. They
Shatter.
have
Watch for the
walls.
Shatter and Bomb.
Play
Watch for
shield.
the
Play
Widow
shield.
to do jump
Leave
shots.
shield up.
Yeah. So you know how I said like the best positioning for you generally, a little bit further back from just tiny bit further back from Ryan. Like this is where I'll kind of be. You know, helping the Ryan. Also, you guys are taking this like wide angle. I probably would be playing here, but regardless, about here, right, is where I generally tend to stay until I see a target at like a Widow up here that I want to go after, or we see an advantage and I DM everyone in, etc. Like this is the best place to be.
Watch for the
Watch for
Shatter
jump
and Bomb.
shots.
Or obviously like a slight off angle if you're trying to go for eating an ult. But yeah.
May fine.
Okay, yeah, you get the wall on this Ryan. Like everyone should be calling Ryan and shooting Ryan at this moment.
Ryan.
And so they used their bomb to kind of split you guys. So we'll see how this ends up.
Hiding.
They get a pick on your Lucio. That sucks.
out of heals.
And you guys just die card.
That cart, that cart.
To come to think about it, like the ult went here, right? Like the bomb went here. I probably and you guys had a wall off on the Rhine. I would have just had everyone like you guys initially said, Rhine, Rhine, Rhine. You know, go around this corner and all like be safe around this corner while probably securing the kill on Rhine, and that would have turned everything. I'm not positive how your Lucio got killed by that bomb. Maybe it was just unlucky. I couldn't see him.
Dude, just fucking crap spam.
We got left. Just wait, just wait. Wait for me.
Sounds like they're playing Pong in the background. Jesus Christ.
Ready? 3, 2.
Watch for Lucio boots going up.
Alright, we go.
Quickly.
Play right, play right.
First thing is in.
Okay, you DM'd about 0 damage right there, and you're completely out now. Like, it's okay for your Rhine shield to take some damage, right? Like, but you got to see when all that damage is coming in. You can't just assume they're gonna like spam you with cooldowns and damage the second you show your face, right? You got to be a little bit like more cautious with your DM usage. So now you're
Top left.
Watch for the shatter. Watch for the
okay.
shatter.
You got to let your Rhino know what you're doing. And you just called Widow at the top left. You didn't say you're gonna go after her though.
Opposing. Rhine.
That was great. Yeah, I mean you were tracking was a little off, right? But now you're kind of in their shit, right? So you should be kind of looking to back up, maybe just a little bit. You guys have the advantage, I know, but you know, you're kind of deep. I would just go just a little bit more back.
I'm on Diva. Diva 1, Diva 1.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that mech?
You got that. That's good.
Lucio on point.
Not again, little bitch.
You little shites.
Okay, you're lucky.
Also, all this talk, I would tell everyone to shut the fuck up. And what else do they have? Like legit.
That was scary.
What else do they have? What else do they have? What else do they have?
This time, Beamer.
Okay, I have the win button.
Okay, so what do they got? They probably still have Shatter.
Yeah, they still got shatter.
Because the reason why I'm being a dick about that is like, by now you would have already known what they had, and then you can already be talking about like how you plan to use things. Like if they do this, we do this. It should be a continuous conversation.
They're gonna have Blizzard again.
They have Tracer now?
Use Cole.
Okay,
They're gonna have
no more Widow.
The more complete of a plan you have before the engagement starts, like the better off you guys will be.
So they're so.
Hey,
Inside, inside.
Castle.
Castle, okay.
Okay.
Inside.
Next time, can we get to the ult
Stack.
first?
Oh, he already mentioned the point.
Lucio up top. He's looking for.
Okay, you guys get a wall off. I'm not actually positive if that walled anybody off yet, though. Like it might be the whole team out here. I can't tell. I'd just be spamming the fuck out of that Rhine shield. I'd be telling everyone Rhine shield, Rhine shield. Tracer on cart. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. So everyone on the enemy team right now has the ability to kite. All of these guys can go, like, unless your intent was to cut these guys off and have them go in here, right? And have these guys go in here and you get that split. And then you guys all fucking, you know, focus them. If that was, like, in your head, cool. But, like, you got to tell your team, look for the split, and then, like, call, like, Ryan's side and have everyone go after that.
I'm getting frozen here.
No, I got 2 shields.
And see, the May was waiting for you. If you guys were tracking that May had ult, which I don't know if you were or not, you probably wouldn't have gone for that. You would have looked for the eat first. Then, if you didn't eat it, throw the bomb to protect your guys, right? That's if a May has ult, I will never go for the fucking bomb split because every time I'll throw a bomb, they'll kite, then they'll get a free May ult. You see what I'm saying? Because you're still remeching. It's like a win button for the May.
Got your shields.
I got walled off left.
Shatter. Blocked it. I'm going in.
Lucio on the right. I'm pinned.
Yeah, he was going in when we were down.
Div 1, Div 1.
Get the Rhine.
Yeah, but a lot of these fights will be different. You know, had you guys planned for that. Use your
Blizzard.
diva bomb
Down.
in a better way. Oh wow, the
So
quality's
they-
better now.
They still have beats. They still have beats.
Never mind.
I'm stuck.
Oh.
Hard reset. Hard
Yeah,
reset.
call hard reset. He's fucked.
He's dead. You can't drop it.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, you had full DM there. You probably could have helped him out actually. You had speed. He could have speed boosted. You DM'd him out. You had a full DM there. I think you just assumed he was high enough health. I don't know.
Faces
We
one.
come back. We come
So
back.
now they
we
get
come
a
back.
lot of cart space.
Okay,
I
we
call
waiting
this
for
looks
Ryan.
fine. We can blizzard on corner as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, ready?
Watch
Let's
the
use
Cole,
Shatter
watch
and,
the Cole.
Yeah.
Shatter into what?
Watch her diva bomb. Watch her diva bomb.
You're well, you're
Yep,
well,
yep,
you're
yep. That's a great point. So, that I kind of forgot about. Anytime your Ryan gets walled off, you always fly over it and use your DM to help him out. Because any coordinated team will just be using all their cooldowns and resources to kill that Ryan. So, you're kind of 2 in. I'd say I'd fly over, back up against the wall, because the Ryan was a little forward of the wall, and then DM him there. But you're kind of like, you're really close, and when you're really close, as you know, your DM has a shorter range, it'll eat less. So I would get that distance that I talked about from the Rhine, that if you can, and DM there. But it seems like you're just facing the floor or something.
Roll,
Leave it
roll.
alone. Leave it alone. I'm dead
And I
here.
don't even know where the Rhine. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Ryan's gonna be close to Shatter.
Diva bomb. Diva
I'm
bomb.
dead.
See that diva was looking for that male, right? And then bombed. After she ate it.
Tracer in the back,
Stack on
kill
cart.
me.
Stack on cart.
Tracer in the back, kill me.
We're playing really split right now.
Boot me off cart.
Okay.
Boot me off cart.
So let me take a look real quick before I say anything. Okay, at this point, right, you lost the map. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna do it or not, but at this moment, you should say, "Diva's touching cart. No one else touch. I'll let you know." I mean, it shouldn't be this long of a conversation. You guys should already know that this is happening. But you go, and as soon as you know, you're gonna have 2 seconds left, I'm off in 2 seconds, and then another person goes for stall, right? This should be a stall, 1-by-1 kind of deal now. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be you should just be looking. You shouldn't really be looking for picks. You're not gonna fucking win this shit.
Say, watch for Shatter.
They use Shatter.
See, a lot of you guys are on the card at once, and they're just gonna clean up and not get a stall in probably. I don't see you getting a very long stall in.
Just keep turbo feeding.
I wouldn't call it turbo feeding. I'd call it stalling.
I'm on it!
I'm proud of you.
See,
dude.
instead of screaming I'm on it, be more you know what I'm trying to say. Just 1-by-1, right? Explain, make sure everyone has an understanding. I'm gonna be off in this amount of time. Not you got to be very specific with what you mean when you say I'm on it. I'm gonna be off it in 2 seconds. I'm off it. Concise. I'm belaboring the point. You know what I'm trying to say.
Insane.
Yes, go again.
Okay.
Speed to the Rhine.
Go, 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 go.
I think you let that orb through.
Go left, go
We
left,
push
go
left. Push left. Push left.
Go left, go left. Moreno shift. Keep going left, keep
Hey,
going left.
behind us.
See, you're in front right now, and I would not be there. I've already told you this. I'm not going to belabor it. I'd be behind the Rhine, getting him to get some swings in, and you can still get your damage in at the same time. Because, yeah, I already belabored
Take
it.
the point.
Hey,
Take the
Oh,
behind us.
this Rhine, if this Rhine doesn't die, I'm going to fucking quit.
Run, run, run. Run free. Run free.
Okay, he does because he
Runs off. Runs off.
topped
We're
him
even.
out.
We're even. We're even.
Tracer right side.
Diva frozen.
Focusing Diva.
So now at this time, well, kind of all times, your May should be the shot caller in the sense that whoever he's freezing, you guys are all on. So that was the target. Was Diva, right?
On me.
You're a little too close to May. You're gonna get fucking frozen.
Tracer
I'm
in the
frozen. I'm
back.
frozen.
I'm dead.
Also, I'm not sure about that booster issue. I know it's a close like booster, like it's only 3 seconds, right? But kind of, you know, you might want to use it better. You were safe there with the
One May.
wall.
May half.
Get that distance from that May.
Main OS.
Call a target.
Diva low.
Yeah, right now I have no idea who to go on if I
Watch it,
was
they're
your
gonna come
team.
up on call.
People are talking about different shit.
They should have it already.
One person,
Let's regroup.
Yeah, they're
call
close to
target,
May.
Diva.
We got pulse bomb out of that there.
So they're gonna have coal.
Got a tick though.
possible
It's
blizzard.
good.
I'm willing to guarantee if it's not there, it's at 80-90%.
They're gonna be close to shatter probably.
No, Ryan threw himself off pretty early. I don't think he's gonna have it.
We go right.
Here.
Okay, left.
Tracer on me in the
Left.
back.
Go left. Go left. We go left.
Tracer
Good
behind
peel,
us.
right?
Yeah,
That's
Tracer
good.
no
Keep
recall,
going.
Tracer no recall.
Can you
Back
call?
roll.
Call?
Yeah, if you guys aren't using Cole, I would have kited just a little bit sooner and then counter cold and then gotten aggressive with that. But
Alright, let's push in.
Okay, there's shatter.
yep, see, not at all was your fault. I mean, it should have gotten blocked, right? But you should still say, I'm peeling on Tracer. You know, like tell your team that you're not going to have you, so they're not expecting your resources.
Alright, they're still
Which
holding.
is fine. Like I probably would have peeled on that Tracer just to get him to get out of there. But I would have told the team.
They're still holding coalescence.
Mine's one.
No, they used it.
Fight's over.
Fucking pussies
They used
teabagging.
coal.
I have Blizzard.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Tracer's dead.
I'm derping on it.
Okay. So
Alright, so the only things they don't have are Shedder and coal.
Okay, we bomb shatter here.
Good. Like this is a conversation that should be like every fucking time, maybe even sooner, right? As soon as the fight's lost, what do they have? Blah blah blah. Short list. What are we gonna do? Blah blah blah. Bam.
They have pulse bomb again.
let's look for initiate with Blizzard here.
Should've
then
eaten
we'll
that.
look for bomb.
Okay,
shatter.
sounds good. Yeah.
We all here? We all here? Yeah,
So
we all.
so
Alright, we go left again.
your front
Push in,
line.
push in. Skip
Okay,
Blizzard
good.
here.
Ryan, round one.
Ryan,
You're gonna get frozen by that.
Ryan.
He's done. Take out the main, take out the main.
See, you guys were tracking May had ult, right? You are keeping an eye on where the May is. It's good, but then you like try to take this 1v1 up close and like a lot, and like you're gonna lose because she's just gonna freeze you, and especially if she has ult, the second you get frozen, game over. Like she's just gonna throw her ult and get it free, like, and she could throw it wherever the fuck she wants, like in the perfect position because you're not a threat. You see what I'm saying? So you get, if you get anything out of this, I'd say you get too close to Maze too often, and you gotta keep that distance from her.
I'm frozen.
Look for a bomb here. Shattering.
Looking.
Lucio.
I'll say watch.
That was unfortunate bomb. I mean, that was behind the corner. I think you already know that.
Watch for the pulse bomb. Watch for the
Diva
pulse bomb.
on me.
May.
Okay, like Devon me, May, like who the fuck are we attacking? Like I have no fucking idea. Who's your shot caller? I don't know who it is. If May's still alive, which I don't know, it should be her. Who is she freezing?
Tracer's one. We'll recall.
Where's Tracer?
Watch for the pulse
Get the
bomb.
May. Get the May.
On point.
Tracer's one.
Forward,
Nice.
I need help.
Who's I need help? I mean, I guess maybe you memorize voices, but I like to hear who's I.
May.
I put enough to get point. I put
C9.
enough to get point.
Nice,
Oh,
we
hell
got
yeah.
You got a May?
Diva's
I
jumping.
got you. Oh, never
I'd
mind.
still
More.
call targets.
More
Yeah.
in a fade.
You guys are walled off.
She's in here. No healer. She's got no orb. She's no orb.
Yeah, you got to work on like
Where's she at?
you're kind of all over the place. I don't know if your DPI is too high for you, but it seems like you're just out of control with your, tracking at least.
I'll push the payload.
First in a recall.
Good.
Push
Yeah,
it,
you
push
get
it, push it,
keeping
push
that distance that you need
I'm
from
with
them.
you.
Alright, watch for Shatter. Watch for
Behind
the
you, behind
Shatter.
you.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you're gonna get frozen. I don't know.
They're gonna have Shatter.
Maze one.
May one.
Nice.
Thick mage.
Shadow full
Ryan,
feet.
Ryan right side, I think. Tracer is on Torb.
Tracer no recall. Tracer no recall. She's underneath.
One.
Underneath.
Yeah, she's all the way
Where's
underneath.
Ryan?
Bob.
Where is Reinhardt?
Good question.
I haven't
I'll
seen him.
scout, I'll scout.
Always a good question to ask if you don't see Ryan.
He's
Hey, he's in front, he's
main.
in
Ryan's main, Ryan's main.
Tracer on the left top.
I don't know what. I have no idea what ults they have right now because no one's talking about it.
Watch for pulse.
Pulse. She was looking
No
for it.
recall.
I'll tell you,
Top.
watch her shatter pulse. Watch her shatter pulse.
Ryan's half,
That's
Ryan's half.
unfortunate.
There's
Alright,
pulse.
so you
Pulse.
just
Ryan,
fall.
focus
Don't
Ryan
fall,
shield.
don't fall.
Focus Ryan shield. Focus Ryan.
Yep, you
Focus.
see, the Mei knows anytime like this is a good Mei because she knows when you're out of mech or when you're frozen, that's when she ults. That's her cue,
Focus Ryan, focus
and she
Ryan,
hits it
focus
every
Ryan.
time.
Blizzard, blizzard, blizzard.
I'm down.
Well, fuck, man. If people don't know Blizzard is out, then that's sad. But I don't know if you need to call that, but okay.
It's okay, reset.
I have Molten.
Alright, they just used coalescence as well, so they have beats.
Oh my
Diva
god.
Yeah, this Tracer is like in y'all's shit.
They have
Stack on me,
beats and
wait,
Diva
just
bomb.
stack on me. Tracer's left.
Wow.
Just wait.
She's getting way too much value. Yo, don't let her 1v1 you. Fuck.
Alright, let's go.
Watch fire strike.
Alright, we bomb shatter here. Ready?
Where's
Eat
Ryan?
that.
He's main, he's main.
Don't let
he's main, he's main.
Moira get all that
Watch for the
charge.
Diva bomb.
Key healer. Tracer behind. I'm dead. No pulse bomb.
No pulse bomb. Healing you up.
Like so I wasn't listening very carefully. I don't know if the plan was to bomb shatter or like if you just kind of threw it behind them, because like you need to have something planned with it. Like we said, remember, you bomb during Mei ults, or you bomb shatter, or you bomb to split the team. At like where through your POV and where I saw the team, they could all stick together and go down that hallway that I'm talking about near bridge, right? That bomb like wouldn't have split anybody from what I saw from your POV, right? So it didn't check any of those 3 blocks from what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. And so that Lucio shouldn't have died either. So that shouldn't have gotten any value. But you did get value from it, but it shouldn't have, is what I'm trying to say.
Kill the Ryan, 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 kill the Ryan.
Ryan's down, Ryan's down.
Ryan down.
May.
We're up, we're up.
Diva suicide.
May.
Tracer behind.
Tracer.
Sammy.
Yes.
No recall.
Tracer no recall. Tracer no recall.
Tracer's in castle.
Yeah, she's bottom. Watch stairs.
Which
Got, all right, we got
Lucio
beats.
left,
we
Lucio
got
left,
beats,
Lucio
Shatter
left.
Blossom. So Shatter Blossom, Shatter
Yeah. You think you're gonna win these like 1v1s against Mei? Like you're absolutely not. I belabored the point, so I'm not gonna.
Right
Body
from
blocking?
left.
Ryan,
That's
Ryan,
lucky.
Ryan.
C9.
Focus Ryan. Ah,
You see that distance that she was at that I was talking about? Like you're not getting a fucking single goddamn bullet because of how wide that fucking matrix is. That's what you need to be looking for.
Lucio.
Nice.
Alright, so they just used Diva Bomb, so they're gonna have Shatter, they still have beats.
I'll have Cole here. We can.
They're gonna have
They still have beats by Duray.
Cole. They're gonna have Cole. They just switched to
Are you
McCree, they're off
left here?
Tracer. Off Tracer onto McCree.
nope. You got out.
Yeah, you're too far up. Already talked about it.
Ryan's looking for shatter here.
Does Mei have ult? I don't think they said that. I think she does though, off the top of my head. So I'd be looking for A, staying away from the Mei so you don't get frozen, and B, kind of slight off angle like you kind of were there to eat it.
Play corner, play
Do we
play
think
corner.
they may ult?
Yes, they do. And she's trying to freeze you so she can get it. But you killed her.
There's Shatter.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't hear any targets being called. I'm out of mech. Let him know.
We got McCree and Diva up right in our face, because they're building ult. Diva D-Mac.
Leave that a Mac.
We need to push, we need to push. We got no tank.
Lucio right. McCree right as well.
If Mei gets back, she's gonna get a free Mei ult
Down,
here.
down.
Give it back in mech.
Ryan half, Ryan full.
Lucio up top.
Watch for Blizzard, watch for Blizzard.
I assume they're gonna Mei ult right here.
Slow, play slow. We need her diva.
I'll say, watch for Blizzard.
Almost there.
You're gonna have Blizzard,
He's gonna
Cole,
have Shatter.
Alright, ready? 3, 2,
Wait.
1.
Wait.
We go with Reaper. Go Reaper.
Ryan's half, Ryan's half, Ryan's half.
Yeah, I'd probably see, this is where you gotta realize, like, I know they said there's a fine line between like going after someone on high ground, but when you go up here, it's a free mail. So like you kind of have to pick the lessers of the two evils here, right? Unless your May is gonna ult against their ult to kind of counter it, right? And then you can still go for that. That's a conversation that you have to have with your team. Because I assume she's gonna mail here. Yep.
I'm getting frozen here. He's gonna.
Oh,
Keep
no,
it
no,
bomb.
no.
I'm dead.
And see, they counter. Wait, hold on. They mailed it. They bombed. Yeah, they mail bombed. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ryan pushed me out of the deep bomb's way.
Okay, I think it's even right now. I'm not
Lucio,
positive.
Lucio, Lucio, Lucio. He's
Positive.
behind us. He's one.
Focus cart. Focus cart.
Focus your Ryan. Like, your Ryan should be. You should be your Ryan's bitch right now, helping him out. I'd say. I also tell him right here. Your walled go left. Your walled go left. So he knows he doesn't need to turn around. He's walled go left, and he can get through. Otherwise, he might like think he either A, turn around and get fucked, or B, maybe think that the wall is open on this side and fuck himself.
Lucio, Lucio, Lucio. On top of wall, on top of wall.
Ryan.
That's so unfortunate.
That was
That's so unfortunate. I feel your pain. That's just shitty. Like, it happens.
I'm stunned, I'm stunned.
Even then, does your Ryan? You don't tab a lot. I noticed that. Like, I can't track the ults like that well because I don't know what the fuck they have. I don't think you know what your team has because you're not tabbing a lot. So I think the plan was to bomb Shatter. I don't think he used it. So maybe that was a plan. It wasn't really talked about there though. I would say, Ryan, I'm gonna bomb you Shatter when they turn around.
Watch for high noon. Watch for high noon.
Shit's lost. Shit's lost.
Diva?
You die quick.
They're gonna have a high noon next
Yeah,
fight.
just reset here. Just reset.
Yeah, or you can get out. But
Alright, we'll have
if you get
Shatter.
staggered, you're absolutely fucked. Okay, you're good.
Yo, yep. Need
Gotta
that
get a
ult
big
card.
shatter here.
He's gonna be looking. Oh no, you're.
High noon on bridge.
So hot top.
Good.
What?
Oh, that's.
That was. I kind of
We
threw
gotta
that.
push him. We gotta push him. We gotta.
Yeah,
No, you
that's
kinda know he
unfortunate.
dropped.
Someone touch. Someone touch.
Epic us
someone
in.
touch.
Epic us in.
Yeah, you had to.
Just go straight to point.
I got touch. I got touch.
Ryan's one, Ryan's one,
Mine?
Ryan's
Yep. Okay. Free Shatter now.
one. Ryan's dead.
Diva next. Diva next.
Oh, they're using Cole. They're on Doofus. On Doofus.
Steven's low,
May
Steven's low, Steven's low,
frozen?
Steven's low.
Or Diva frozen?
Do one. Do one. Do.
Okay, you need a fucking target caller because like I heard like Divas one, Doom, something else. You know, y'all gotta be focused on one thing. This isn't just for you. This is for your team.
One.
Down.
Epic
next.
healing.
You doing it again where you get too close to May. You gotta know where she is. You know.
Diva bomb.
Flame me,
Diva.
Yeah.
flame me, flame me, flame me.
Thanks wall. Thanks
Nice
wall.
wall.
Fight on cart. Fight on cart. Fight on cart.
Are you even?
Yeah. Shit. You're trying to go for bomb. You're probably not gonna get it in time. You're gonna get frozen.
They do straight to wedge tracer.
Huge beat. Huge beat. Hold targets. Hold targets.
Big. Okay. Probably could win it with this.
One point ball here.
Run.
Good bomb.
Diva frozen? Diva?
Tracer.
Diva about to be doing.
Diva Tracer.
Use beats. Watch for Cole.
Oh, another thing I didn't mention, which I should have. DMing your Reaper is huge too while he's ulting. Generally, my Reaper will be like, I'm gonna. Well, obviously, this is a last second thing, right? But generally, my Reaper will be like, save DM for my ult, and I will. You know, so my Ryan will play like less aggressive, and so I'll have DM ready for him, and we'll, you know, he'll have way more sustainability there. So have a conversation with your teammates as well.
You guys win this.
Steven's down the mech, Steven's down the mech.
No targets being called. Probably lost. I don't care if it's like 1v6. Like, I mean, if you're on the fucking defense, you shouldn't really be calling targets if it's lost. Like you should be calling 1-1-1-1-1, etc. But when you're on attack, I don't care if it's like just ball on point. Like he should be like, someone should be calling a target. You know, even if it's fucking lost, like you should still get in that habit.
Who's down there?
Because it's just quiet
Spin
right
to
now.
win. Spin to win. Come on. Spin harder.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, well, you got everything I was saying. I hope this was useful for you. If anything was unclear, please just hit me up and I'll be more clear on it. All right, thanks.